You were never what they said you were. They labeled you the ugly duckling, the outsider, the one who didn't belong. But they were wrong. You were always radiant beneath the surface. Your beauty was simply hidden until the right time. They made you feel unworthy of love, attention, and acceptance. Whether it was your peers, your family, or your co-workers, they couldn't recognize your inner light because they were blind to anything that didn't reflect their own limitations. Many of you watching this were made to feel like you didn't deserve a seat at the table. You were pushed aside, silenced, and overlooked by people who thought they knew who you were. They underestimated you. They mocked your quiet spirit, misunderstood your intentions, and saw your humility as weakness. But what they didn't know is that humility is a sign of strength, not weakness. As time passed, the light within you began to shine. You grew into your strength, your energy shifted, and suddenly, the same people who once ignored you couldn't deny your presence. Your transformation wasn't random. It was divine alignment. Life had to remove you from circles where you were misunderstood so that your growth wouldn't be hindered by small-minded people. You weren't late in life. You were right on time. While others ran ahead blindly, you were growing in grace, developing wisdom, and preparing for your true season. You once tried to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. You tried to belong with crowds that had no capacity to understand you. But now you've realized, standing out was always your destiny. Some people grew up too fast, caught in cycles of chaos and rebellion. But you stayed true to your pace. You honored your process. You grew with intention, and now your path is clear. You are not the person they used to know. The version of you that was once rejected has evolved. And now even your own family doesn't recognize the transformed you. You were divinely preserved. While they were out seeking approval, you were gaining depth. While they craved attention, you developed purpose. You were never behind. You were just in preparation. They called you lame, goofy, slow, or boring, but you were simply walking in alignment with your higher self. They were moving fast, but you were moving with power. Your rejection was your redirection. Every betrayal, every harsh word, every abandonment, it was all part of a divine plan to elevate you beyond those environments. You weren't meant to stay where you started. That hometown that never celebrated you, it was only a launching pad. Your wings were never meant to stay grounded. The gossip, the abuse, the gaslighting, they tried to dim your light before it could shine, but they failed. You've risen anyway, and now your spirit is unshakable. They're shocked. They're confused. They stalk your social media from fake accounts, trying to piece together how you became who you are. They can't process that it's really you. You are no longer the background character in your own story. You are the light that shines in rooms once dark. You are the leader they never saw coming. The pain you endured, it forged your strength. The silence you sat in, it deepened your wisdom. The distance you walked alone, it made you powerful. You've gone from overlooked to undeniable, from discarded to desired. And while they still can't speak your name with respect, the truth is, they see your glow. You were never the ugly duckling. You were a rare, radiant soul, hidden for a time, prepared for greatness. Now the world sees what was always within you. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, thank you for the strength to rise beyond rejection and step boldly into the fullness of who I truly am. Each challenge, each heartbreak, each closed door has only fueled my transformation. I am no longer afraid of being misunderstood, for I now understand myself. Lord, I release every negative label, every word spoken over my life that tried to diminish my light. I let go of every lie that tried to make me small, every judgment that tried to clip my wings. I choose instead to embrace the truth that I am worthy, I am radiant, and I am here with divine purpose. Let every soul listening to this feel the healing begin to flow. Let broken hearts be mended and silenced voices rise again in power. May every person who has been crushed under the weight of harsh words find liberation, strength, and the courage to believe in themselves again. Guide me, divine light, to sacred spaces where I am celebrated, where my presence is cherished, and where I can grow freely. Remove me from environments that dim my spirit and suffocate my joy. Uproot every connection that drains me and replace it with divine alignment. I declare boldly, my past will not define me. The ashes of who I was have become the soil for who I am becoming. My transformation is not only real, it is sacred. I honor every phase of the journey, for even in the wilderness, I found my way back to myself. May the light within me burn so brightly that it outshines every doubt, every shadow, and every opinion not rooted in love. May my presence be a quiet reminder to others that rising is always possible, even after the fall. I ask for continued elevation, not just for myself, but for everyone connected to my spirit. Let my healing ripple outward. Let my journey become a beacon. May my life stand as living proof that miracles are not myths. They are moments of divine alignment. I forgive those who rejected me, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. I understand now that they couldn't see what they were not yet ready to understand. I release them with peace, and I reclaim the power I once gave away in the pursuit of their approval. Protect my peace, O Divine. Surround me with people who see my soul, not just my story. Those who love me not for who I was, but for who I am evolving into. People who water my growth and mirror my authenticity. I stand in deep gratitude for every trial that taught me resilience, every tear that birthed compassion, and every setback that was a setup for my divine return. I do not resent the past, I honor it. For it prepared me for the greatness I am now ready to walk in. I am aligned, I am rising, I am ready for what's next. And so it is. Amen.